What's good? How you doing? It's your girl D back with another video. So, I'm actually gonna let you know right now, I haven't filmed an actual intro, specific intro, like dedicated, like cut video intro in a while. Of course, in an ongoing effort to ensure that I am not wasting your guys' time, because so many of you are awesome subscribers and friends and family, and I adore you. Let me know how it is that you like this format of bringing you a partially done face and eye, showing you how to do that eye. Do you want a separate video for the tutorial and then the review in another video? Do you want the review to be before the tutorial, or do you like the all-in-one? Do you want the review to be first and then the tutorial? Like, let me know how it is that you guys like it. The Naked Heat Palette. Ooh, that's a nice shot. Hang on. Wait a minute. Sorry. I think that's going to be an awesome thumbnail. Anyways, tutorial's going to come first, then the review. Okay. I'm always assessing how it is that I can improve content for you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys are also engaged and I'm not wasting your time. I can play in makeup all day, every day, but how much I need to chop and screw a video to ensure that you guys aren't wasting all of your time watching a video, even though I know you guys I know a lot of you guys binge watch too, and I appreciate that, but just let me know. Anyway, so hi. This lash was a struggle, and I just did the test run with Facebook Live, and it was a struggle indeed. So we're gonna go in with, although I want to say a shout out to Tina and Yo-Yo for the tip of, even though I've always heard look down, I've never actually genuinely applied that concept until today. So even though I changed up lashes, it made it so much better. Okay, so it's getting hot in here. So I'm going to start with one of these ashy mattes. This one is Low Blow. And I'm actually going up a little high. With that to start the gradient. BT dubs, as usual, you need multiple brushes, but however it is you want to do it. Okay. Start your gradient with one of the ashy mattes. Okay. Next up, with a more focused crease brush, I am going in with the shade Lumber. And just like, you know how they say, don't get me started, you about to push me over the edge. That's all you need, fam. That's all you need, fam. That's all you need. That's all you need, fam. Just that's it. That's no more, fam. No more. Not too much sauce. Gonna go in with that. And I also have a color switch too that I'm using in between. Just go in to help soften up and make a little bit of a pop of a highlight. Just you don't even need to sweep it. You just dab on them. Just one time. That's it. And sweep that across, okay? All right, cool. So now, again, with a crease brush, we're going in with Ashes. Damn, I got a lot of shit here. I'm gonna clean up eventually. Ashes. And then taking that right where, depending on what your eyelid is shaped like, right where it folds, right where it might think about folding. I don't know. But you're just thinking about it. You're just thinking about folding. Just a little bit. Just think about it. Okay. Alright. Okay. Like 3-6 Mafia in here. Okay. Actually, I don't know what rap affiliation that is. My bad. So now, with a regular shadow brush, I am going in with Ashes again, because this is a halo eye, and I've been wanting to do a halo eye for a while. With the halo eye, you just take it here. Just a little bit, fam. Like, you know, not too much, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Taking it in a little bit, just a little bit. That's it. That's, you know, you don't need to do too much, fam. Like, you know, we're not trying to really come around these parts of the streets, fam. You know, we just happen to be here in the wrong place, wrong time, like, you know. Okay. Then again, you're gonna go here on the outside. But again, just like, you know, just a little bit, like, you know, you don't need to be doing a whole lot, man. You don't need to be doing a whole lot, man. You know, just a little bit, okay. Then bringing that in, and hopefully blending it upward to where you had messed around with that crease brush. And if you feel it's not doing the most, then go ahead and blend some more, right? Right, okay, all right. You know, we just have a random eyeball space. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead, clean up that real estate. We're going in with Dirty Talk. God, I hope this is the right shade, because low-key I forgot. We're going to find out. I think it's Dirty Talk. It looks like it might be. Okay, all right. Just going in and just right there, you know. Okay, all right, we got that in the middle. Right. True. Okay, but what if it's too much, fam? What if it's too much? Then you're just gonna go ahead and take some of this ashes shade and just, you know, blend it in like it's supposed to be a halo. Like, you know, you need to have a nice little gradient, fam. Just don't do too much. You're doing the most right now. This is supposed to be a halo. Like, how did you come to this, fam? All right, that looks soft. That looks subtle. That looks a whole lot better. Okay. Again, if you feel like the actual halo-ish part is not enough, then take that crease brush and increase. Ha! Crease brush, increase. I'm funny. Since I've already done my face, going in with a detail brush and hitting that inner eye corner again with lumber, that one, because it's got some bomb color shift too. Okay, inner corner highlight is hitting. If you haven't put on foundation by this point, you're more than welcome to. I'm cleaning off my detail brush again and then going in with more ashes, because that's our color. And then crisping this up, as well as smoking it out below. And then per your usual, eyeliner, all that good shit. Alright, now what I have been doing is I've seen that I tend to get my eyeshadow every fucking where on my real lashes, which tends to make it visible as to where my fake lashes begin and end. So I'm cleaning up with just a clean spoolie first. But I like this one because it's not as clumpy and you can adjust how much product you distribute onto your real lashes. Excellent. And the lash that I am wearing, I switched up. I was wearing some Vegas Nay ones, and they were entirely too much of a caterpillar. So I'm going in with House of Sephora. That lovely item right there. Motherfucking lash glue. Wherefore did you go? I'm tired of your bullshit. If you didn't know. Listen, whoever it was that discovered to look down, I'm forever in your debt. And then again with that next little coat of mascara. And there you have it. You have a somewhat halo eye. And I'm still not an expert on lashes. But we know enough to fake it till we make it. Alright, so I've had a chance to play with this palette for several hours now. And I'm wishy-washy. Not gonna lie. So this palette is the latest from the Urban Decay Naked series. Now, Urban Decay took the whole naked... Oh, excuse me. Urban Decay took the whole naked concept and ran with it. There was the Naked 1, there's Naked 2, there was Naked 3, there was Naked Smoky, which actually is my absolute favorite naked palette. They had the Naked Basics, which is my favorite. If I don't have a transitional shade in something, I'm going to have this literally handy at my filming space, because it literally is just ashy mattes. Then there's also the Naked Ultimate Basics, which is an entirely matte palette that it took me a long time to warm up to. I honestly was in the process of taking it back to the store, and then something told me, Diana, don't. So it's not my favorite neutral matte palette, but then they have the Naked Shapeshifter, they had the Naked Skin Foundation, they had the Naked All-Nighter Foundation, they had the Naked Shapeshift contour palette as well too. They've got the Naked Glow. There's a lot of nudity going on apparently. Urban Decay, like apparently Wendy, the founder and creator of Urban Decay, gets her fucking life, and that's fine. Shit, power to you. But this particular palette, wishy-washy. Now let's just go into what surprised me this time around, because I've had a lot of the naked items. So this time around, it actually came in this nice box. It actually showed the different shades in kind of a crushed format. There's your reverse. States Naked Heats Up, get lit with 12 all-new Can't Live Without amber-hued neutrals, including warm browns, burnt oranges, and rich siennas. From a smooth super red brown matte and a glimmering copper to a deep shifty bronze, this palette has everything you need to create sultry daytime looks, intensely smoky nighttime looks, and everything in between. And it also comes with, and I never use it, the double-ended brush. Low-key, Urban Decay's brushes are pretty stellar, so if you ever catch them on clearance or something like that, get some. I'm just saying. It comes with a kind of more concise crease brush, and then a fluffier one here. Now, one thing I did actually like is so many of the naked palettes would flip open at the bottom. This actually is a sleeve, so you would just push it out, and then there's your picture of 12 matches as it is intensely hot, and then on the back of that is burnt roses. So I love the packaging. I like the direction that it went this time around. I thought that was actually cool, because so many people, you know, who are collectors like me, like to go ahead and keep the box in whatever kind of pristine condition possible. Now, as for the palette itself, I love this. I do. It's raised lettering with a pattern below it, and it looks like infrared almost. That's what this is reminding me of, some infrared sensors or rays or something. The back is just this basic burnt orange, so I really am digging that. Unfortunately, my acrylics already fucked them up. Here's the inside of the palette. And this is why I'm wishy-washy. I'm going to actually do brush swatches per the request of my cam, because I was doing a trial run on Facebook Live and she had to dip, but I told her I would go ahead and do that. I went ahead and swatched on my arm though for Facebook Live, and it was just, it's very interesting. It really, honest and truthfully, is so interesting with how these shades turned out. Let me just flex one time. Actually was bringing a because I was filming on my Note 7, and my Note 7 camera is not good for detail. I have learned that front facing camera is not of the best. So I actually was bringing a napkin on camera because I'm fancy. And one of the girls is like, without that piece of paper, I'm like, this ain't a piece of paper, this is a napkin. You better put some respect on my rouge status. Don't mind me. But since it helps to do some color adjustment, I just thought that that was so very interesting. Now, the reason why I'm wishy-washy is because Jackie Aina threw me for a loop. She called the palette the ashiest palette of the season. Not gonna lie, the mattes are kind of chalky. They swatch chalky, but they apply beautifully. And the first 4 shades ain't nothing but transitional shades as it is anyways, for, you know, for we not exceedingly dark girls, for we, you know what, kind of medium type girls, and then for we, hey, how you doing, chocolate? What's good, girls? So I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys brush swatches. So Ounce is a pearl. There's Ounce. And you see the difference between the finger swatch and the brush swatch? Alright, okay, I can handle that. It's pearl, but it seems to have a little bit more more peach to it than you would think. Next up is Chaser. Chaser is a basic transitional shade. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Then after that is Sauced. I'm starting to get into some deeper browns. I think I'm gonna do brush swatches from here on out. I'm having a lot of luck with this. And there's Sauced. And I could describe Sauced as Sauced is Laura Mercier's translucent medium deep. That's what Sauced is. Then Low Blow, which is the transitional shade that I use today, and just perfect for we chocolate girls, because it's enough to go ahead and make your gradient, but not enough to be a stark contrast for the darker girls, but also can possibly be used as a darker contrast for somebody if necessary, if they're fair complected. Then Lumber, which I used for my inner corner highlight, and this has some color shift on it. So there's Lumber. Hey Lumber, how y'all doing? And Lumber reminds me a lot of that, what was that color in the After Dark palette? Or maybe even the, oh gosh, what was that fluorescent one? Electric. Boogie Woogie Woogie. It reminds me a little bit of that because it's got some fire to it. Some orange and red and gold undershift. Next up is He Devil, which can be can be an innuendo, it can be a nickname, it can be a code name, I don't know. But He Devil is a nice brick orange. Then Dirty Talk. And the kid came in while I was doing the Facebook swatches, and he heard me say Dirty Talk. And then he started singing Jason Derulo's Talk Dirty to me, and then I had to cuss him out. So there's absolutely nothing that Jason Derulo sings that is appropriate for you, 12-year-old. Because he's like, talk dirty to me. Child. But that was nice. That really was nice. And that's one of the shades that I use. I think I use this in the Halo. Come through, Beyonce. Has she had her kids yet? Had the babies. Alright, then there is Scorched. And Scorched is more reddish than anything else. We can't do that just yet. Them muscles, no. Anybody can flex like that just yet. Alright, then there's Cayenne. And Cayenne reminds me more of cinnamon than anything else. And then there is On Fuego, which is a true brick red. Having to flex to show y'all shades is hilarious. And then there is Ashes, which is another shade that I used here for the Halo look. I like that because it reminds me a lot of this lipstick that I'm wearing too. And then last but not least is Ember, and I cannot wait to use this shade because this is so unusually difficult to describe because it literally is like a foil brown. So as we make our muscle, we have Ounce, Chaser, Sauced, Low Blow right here. And there's Lumber, He Devil, Dirty Talk, Scorched, which is right here. And then there is Cayenne, On Fuego, Ashes, and Ember right here. So all in all, brush swatches actually, I think we're going to do brush swatches from here on out. That's great. All in all, I'm iffy about this palette. Now, this is the new hotness, with Urban Decay being as prestigious of a brand as it is, with as many influencers that actually got their hands on this and as many gurus that got it early and hyped it up. There's going to be a big demand on it because almost every single one of them love it. I have reservations. Now, knowing the main thing is a lot of people are going to be turned off by the performance of the matte shades because them finger swatches here, brush swatches there. So don't be fooled. Here we've got our finger swatches and then we've got our brush swatches. Don't be fooled necessarily. There is potential. This Ounce shade, it looked to be a matte in the palette, but it seems like it's a little bit of a cream shadow. It's just got some shimmer in there. Now, the true performers, the Lumber and the Dirty Talk and Scorched and Ember, those are obviously exceedingly pigmented. The darker mattes are pretty pigmented as well. It all depends, because when I did my finger swatches, at first I was a little hesitant about this, but now doing the brush swatches, I'm so glad Cam said to do that. Now doing the brush swatches, I'm seeing that, okay, there's definitely worth. Plus also, this isn't necessarily a party palette, but it's good to go ahead and have some browns in here, some lighter browns to serve as your transitional shade. So I'm iffy about it, but also I'm iffy because this is not a necessity. You can find shades that are similar. I know ColourPop's coming out with a summer palette, the Cute as Fuck one, or Cute AF is how they're marketing it. I know that's going to be releasing soon. I know Now, even though it's more expensive, Natasha Denona got the Sunset palette. There's a lot of warm shades available, and that's where I'm kind of iffy. Like, if you don't have anything else warm in your arsenal, if you don't have these browns and these reds and that warmth and that heat, if you don't have that, go ahead and pick this up. But if you do have something similar, pass. It's $54 for 12 shades. There is some more expensive stuff on the market. There's a whole lot cheaper stuff on the market. I'm gonna leave that decision to you. Now, of course, me being a collector, I'm not about to get rid of it. No. You may even see me make a multiple looks with this, but I honest and truthfully don't see this as a ride or die kind of thing. I really don't. Just the new hotness, the new summer trend, all of the influencers are talking about it, so everybody's going to want it because that's what influencers do. They influence. I am not a guru. I am not necessarily an influencer, but I am definitely a consumer who will go ahead, pay hard-earned money for the shit, and let you know what it is that someone who actually paid hard money for the shit thinks about it, in the efforts of you hearing from a real genuine person rather than somebody with 2, 3, 4 million subscribers who got the shit for free as it is and may or may not have a biased opinion because they got the shit for free. Speaking of getting shit, let me tell you how hard it is to get a palette on motherfucking launch day. This actually is a pre-release. It's not coming out, I believe, until July. So I know it's not hitting Sephora and Ulta until July. But I had to stay up until 1:30 in the freaking morning because they weren't going to release it until 2 o'clock Central Time, which was 12 midnight Pacific, since the Urban Decay was based out in California. They sent an email out to a select number of individuals, regardless of your tier status with Urban Decay. I'm the obsessed one, I believe. There's obsessed, there's devoted, there's, you know, depending upon how much money it is you've invested within the company. But regardless of whatever your tier status was, they were going to release a certain number of palettes, and then that was going to be it until it actually officially launches. So trying to be one of those motherfuckers, stalking Instagram, stalking their social media, trying to figure out, okay, you said 12 midnight, but was that 12 midnight my time? Was that 12 midnight your time? Was that 12 midnight their time? Which is how it turned into 1:30 my time. Because then they just went ahead and put the shit out there, and I just refreshed the page and was like, oh, it's for sale, click, buy, thanks, bye. Getting palettes on launch day is tough. Your bitch is tired. Thank God I have the day off in the morning, yay. So, again, this is not a necessity. A lot of the stuff I bring you is not necessarily a necessity. But it is a good investment. I can definitely say that. If you don't already have something like it, if you want it, if you'd like to splurge, go for it. But you're not going to die without this. Your makeup collection is not going to be deemed incomplete without this. I will be honest. And truth be told, don't let the swatches fool you. Some of these mattes is going to be ashy. Hell, let me break out one of these. Look, that's a finger swatch from the Naked Ultimate Basics. And it's ashy. Here's another shade, WOS, which I've never used. And this is like maybe 6 palettes ago for Naked. So be that as it may, don't let the finger swatches fool you. Test with a brush, or just be advised that the brush performance is a whole lot different than what your fingertip performance is. Again, this retails for $54 and should be releasing. Urban Decay has not posted when the palette will be back in stock on their website, but it definitely will be in July. As for Ulta and Sephora, it definitely will be online on their websites as of July 10th and then in stores as of July 13th. I'd say wait a little bit for some of the hype to die down and then go for it, to give you guys adequate time to decide if you genuinely want it or not, especially once it gets in the stores too, so you can go ahead and swatch it. Remember, the finger swatches look a whole lot different than brush swatches. But the word to Cam, though, we're doing brush swatches from here on out. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you have any questions or suggestions, hit your girl up in the comments section. If you are new here, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you back on my channel. But if you're not here for me, my shenanigans, my opinion, these lashes that actually are really, really cute right now, or flagrant use of the word motherfucker, that's fine. There is an X in that corner for you to click at your life and get the entire fuck up off my channel. But if you are here for my shenanigans, you are beautiful, amazing, wonderful, spectacular, and if no one else has told you, I appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful night.